with Jessica Medina. We just finished the World Championships. Final medal night. Got a silver with Maisie Kilty and a fifth with Olivia Fiske. Just overall, how do you feel the team's effort was? We'll talk individually about some of the medal matches as well, but talk about the U.S. effort this year.
You know, I think if I look at it from a standpoint of the World Championships and the toughest sport in the world, I look at it from a standpoint of being in a war, being in a battle. And, you can have all the tools, but if you don't come in with that killer mentality, that plan, that strategic plan, and that mindset of, is it me or you? And are you going to fight for that? Are you willing to put it all out there? And, I think that's kind of what I view. I think that they have the tools. I think that we have the weapons. I think we have a lot, But if we never pull the trigger, if we never open up, if we never take risk, we'll never know what we can really achieve. And I think, the results reflect what we accomplished today. And we definitely fell short in that. And, for me, I think this is just the beginning, and it's going to be a challenge. And I knew that when I took this job, and I've been part of this program, so this isn't the first time, I've heard the Japanese anthem 6-7 times, and at this point, it's not even the focus. The focus is being the best in the world, because we can be. And that's just part of being Team USA. So for me, I look at this as a challenge, and to sit here and be disappointed in that wouldn't do us any good. For me, I think I knew what I was signing up for, and I believe in every single one of these girls. I believe in our national team. I believe in the age group coming up. So, it'd be easy for us to be discouraged at this point, but to me, I think we're going to move forward, and we're going to get better.
What's the fix with the mentality? How does that get where you want it to be?
Honestly, one thing off the top of my head is I need more time with these juniors and more communication and, more of a game plan when they make that team. And it's tough because there's so many world events. There's, there's always something going on, and zeroing in and having those game plans with coaches and athletes and talking ahead of time and really figuring out what they need for that day. And I felt like, we had a prep camp leading into this, but it was, I think a little too late, to really gauge and maybe make changes, so just moving forward, I think, once those teams are set, we're going to have to get to business, and it's going to be a whole summer of, putting ourselves out there and maybe getting more competitions, maybe, a camp at the beginning of the summer, the end of the summer, but, I think the big thing was we showed up and we just weren't ready.
Maisie Kilty, multiple medalists for the United States, very close finals match. Fell a little short of what she wanted for sure. Just talk about Maisie, her tournament, and the kind of athlete and person she is.
Yeah, so with Maisie, it's been such an awesome experience for me as a coach to see her grow, not just as an athlete, but emotionally and maturity, and it shows on the mat. And it shows in these pressure situations. And, on and off the mat, she's an amazing person. And, she's so stubborn. She's so gritty. She wants to get better. She loves wrestling. She loves competing. And, what more can you ask for? And she's consistent. She comes in. She works hard. She's respectful. She's so many things. And, I know she's probably feeling down on herself, but the consistency, that she's displaying at such a young age is so promising. And it's so great to see that, keeping it in a big picture perspective and how much more she has to accomplish. And she takes advantage of all the resources that we've given her and just all the coaches around her. So I think her future is bright, and second place, in the grand scheme of things, is a great finish at World Championships and coming back and performing. So I think she's transitioning great. She's at the Olympic Training Center, part of our EAP program, and I think it was tough at first, but she handled it really well and just really getting back to business. So
Olivia Fiske almost had it.
Yeah.
lost it in the last few seconds in a really close match. Talk about the match and about Olivia, because obviously she put herself in a position.
Yeah, that was tough to watch, and I think it's not just Olivia, right? We've got to be able to score when we're down, and we've got to be able to hold a lead, even if it's 1-1, if it's 2-1, 2-0, and we can't lose focus in that. We can't relax. We can't hang in ties. We can't put ourselves in positions where we can get scored on. We've got to fight. If it's not for a point, it's for the best position and win the moments in the match. And Terry Steiner says this a lot, but you win so many moments, you win the match. And so I think that we've got to get better in that. And it's not just Olivia, but I think it came down to those small details. And again, it's a mentality of I'm shutting this match down. I'm refusing to lose. I'm going to do whatever it takes to finish the job, and that's going to take time, and it's a culture, and I believe we can do it, and I think we've just got to get back to work, as a national team staff, as their personal coaches, as their college coaches, and we've really got to work together. And coming from the college scene, coming from some of those coaches were my coaches, the club coaches and whatnot. So I really want to work together and figure out what we've got to do to raise up these young women, because they're going to be our senior women. They're going to be our next women on the podium, and at the end of the day, it's going to be a process, and we've got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and that's just plain and simple.
Good. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.